Just like video game movies, Doctor Who has never managed to create a game that has captured the feel of the show. Why? I guess it's because the show is so hard to define. There is action but never hard violence like Call of Duty. The show is full of wonder and adventure that can be achieved. Uncharted has some of the most ambitious and wondrous levels, yet the BBC and Maze Theory don't have that kind of money. So when a game comes out, I have a fear for what we're about to witness. I ask myself a lot of questions, like will the TARDIS match up to how it looks in the show? The best way to show you is my reaction to entering it for the first time.
I'm gonna have to get in myself. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna close the doors. Oh, right. This is cool.
That's what I call a clean getaway. No? Oh well, see yourself. But hey, my TARDIS.
Wow.
A reality virus. Told you it was going to be amazing.
It's so bright, it's hurting my eyes.
Now we've got to get on and somehow save all of creation.
Okay.
Right? This is going to be fun.
This is going to be fun.
So I thought I'd start with the graphics because that's always a big part of Doctor Who games, especially with our past experiences. And without a shadow of a doubt, it's the best looking Doctor Who game I've ever played. As you saw from my reaction earlier, the TARDIS looks amazing with all of its bright colours and detail. The Daleks are honourable recreations along with the Weeping Angels.
Save. Ah!
Interiors and the views of space are lovely to search through and find Easter eggs and collectibles. Honestly, I'd probably play the game again just to hunt for the ones I've missed. Then the game begins to break its consistent quality. The Cybermen are too much in a small package, meaning that their designs look a bit squished. The Cyber Reaper looks quite awkward, but that might just be the animation.
Oh, there's the hand movement again. We're copying the animations for this scene.
On day one, the brightness of the game was an issue that I spent the best part of an hour trying to see where I needed to go through the shipping containers in level 1. Although, in defense of the developers, this was fixed the following day. It's not all bad within all of this darkness. Oh, Christ, what is that? It's a good job this game doesn't have a lot of in-person interactions with the Doctor. Oh, wait. Doctors. Oh, Christ! The facial work may have been done by hand and with no mocap, or just a weaker simulation. Even the bodies look a bit weird, but that might be because of how skinny they are. And let's not forget about Jodie, the brunette? I mean, how did they even get that wrong? Graphics aren't everything though. I've played lots of games that didn't look very good. This game then consists of mostly puzzles, apart from a few odd levels. The mechanic here is search the space and play with the items in front of you till it clicks and the game continues to play. I really enjoyed these sections as they were really engaging without feeling like it was beyond my capacity. At one moment there was a plug puzzle where I worked out a map to place all of the devices I've collected. I had to go and get a pen and paper in order to solve the issue, drawing one grid and plotting the devices to get the answer. There was also a cool game with lasers that I really enjoyed solving, but some are a little bit too simple, like repeating the sequence or performing actions as the game dictates, with a bit of trial and error. But it's all good fun at the end of the day. I finished my first session with a sense of accomplishment.
Bottom one. Well done, mate. I did it. Thank you.
My second stream went a bit downhill. Towards the end, you board a cyber ship and you need to avoid them through walking away from the Cybermen, acting like slow-moving zombies, but just not on purpose. It just wasn't a very engaging game mechanic, and the only times I got caught was when I was doing something stupid.
Ah!
It's worth mentioning that you can't really run in this game. There's a sense that I had some increase if I pressed the left stick down, but that might have just been my brain as I mentally persuaded myself as I ran away. This brings me to the final aspect of the game's main mechanics: parkour. but you can't jump, so just more running. I mean, walking, but with power. I believed that my dip in appreciation for the game was my own fault. I wasn't as invested now the game was a few days old, and that I waited a weekend to play it. But where I ended the first stream turned out to be the end of the game when it was a VR exclusive, and this was a port to console. And it almost outstays its welcome because of that, as it tacks on a few more levels. And it's incredibly noticeable because it feels less thought out, like they had less time to do it, and the puzzles are basically non-existent. It feels like I've played a different game at the end.
Don't give up now!
I've taken a wrong step. And for some reason, it was easily recovered. What?
There is some cool stuff here that I don't want to spoil, but it slowly fell off. Ironically, this being the section with Tenant and the Cybermen that was vital to the marketing and being the stuff exclusive to this game. I really can't stress that I did love the first section of this game. The pre-mentioned puzzles, the Weeping Angel section that everyone is talking about that I haven't mentioned yet. During this section, you move through tombs avoiding Weeping Angels that do move as you look away. It's very, very thrilling, and was a big dream of a younger me that wasn't so cynical to play a game that could give me that opportunity. There is also a section where you get to play as a Dalek and exterminate your way through to a crystal. Very fun, once you get used to the aim. That's all well and good, but now I need to mention the stuff that hinders every game. Glitches. I had a glitch where I could not interact with the tablet during one section. There's no way around it. I restarted the game. I was doing this all live on stream. So much so that I had to basically end the stream there and start again a few days later, where the glitch was completely gone. The glitch was annoying, but it hasn't appeared for everyone. And now for a whole bunch of stuff that basically didn't fit in the script, but I thought it's worth mentioning, and these are all glitches or issues. The first being that the doctor will literally just talk at you about what the plot is and what you need to understand, and it gets very boring when you can't do anything but listen to her. Just basically like this insert. On multiple occasions, the game will sort of freeze completely, go to a blank screen, and bring you back, and it's very annoying. For me personally, I'd love to be able to actually just walk from the TARDIS to outside, but the game will go blank screen and then teleport you to a new place. And talking about breaking immersion and stuff like that, they also love invisible walls at every location you're at. I wouldn't mention it, but these invisible walls are in some really bizarre places. The sound effects and the music are blended slightly weirdly. During the Cybermen section, you're walking around and you can just hear consistent footsteps, but you're not quite sure directionally where they come from. Your frame rate will consistently drop when you enter a new area. Animation and lip syncing is also a little bit off, but I sort of talked about that before. All in, I had a lot of fun with this game. It's a good evening's entertainment. The price of the standard edition is £20, which feels a little bit steep until I remembered how much games are nowadays. You know, a good £50 and they probably won't even work on the first day of release. Cyberpunk. There is a really good game here, but sadly there is lots of little issues that just plague the thing. When you're walking around and you hit a wall or whatever that might be, they're really frustrating after a while. With all of this said, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. The streams are both available if you wish to see the game, but until next time, goodbye.